We're going
we don't have the other
live.
computer. You said you want to get a computer so we can look at ourselves.
Well, I'm fine with looking at myself. I was going to say look at the notes.
What you're saying is that it's live right now.
It's live right now.
Son of a bitch.
I already pressed the button.
God almighty.
And that's why we're not safe for younger audiences.
What you're also saying is that we can't see when people are commenting. Very piss poor planning on your part.
Yes, but that's the quality you've come to expect.
Well, let's go get the other laptop.
I'll get it.
We're live, but, it is what it is.
Entertain people.
I am absolutely not. Well, I don't even know what people are saying because we didn't have the other screen set up.
Oh, Paul, you have your phone.
That is true. I do have my phone.
Like 17 computers in this house, use one.
It's a gross overstatement. He does not have 17 computers in this house. He hardly has one functioning computer in this house. He also seems to think that his network can handle all of us. Did you change the password on your Wi-Fi?
Yes.
That would explain why I'm not connected to your Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Why I can't stream anything.
Yeah, well, guess what? You didn't want to use your phone. You don't have to use your phone.
Now I can't use my phone.
Exactly. Unless the circle is complete. I don't think anyone's talking to you.
Well, it is a Wednesday night. Also known as a ladies' night.
Yeah.
Because you are a ladies' man. Ladies. And gentle colts.
And gentle colts. Alrighty. Nope. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh. Classy and classic.
As it should be.
Sic semper tyrannis, as they say.
Crop top.
What would you do if you were about to give a speech and you'd say, to quote a great American, sic semper tyrannis. First of all. First of all. Wasn't the first person to say that, obviously. It was Brutus.
Okay. Trump then.
But the idea of referring to John Wilkes Booth as a great American, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Alrighty. And we have Aztecs, who says, "Oh yeah, riding my bike home though. I will be interacting. I want to be interacting tonight." Wubata. Today's word is wubata.
Wubata, a preview of the pony pun of the week.
Moon 45 Ben says, "You are alive. So are you, apparently."
He lives.
I don't know who Moon 45 Ben is.
Is an awesome Rob. He came.
I know who Moonblaze is. What's a shame on Moonblaze not being here?
Hashtag Moonblaze 420. 420 Moonblaze it. That's what it is. All right, well, you can set that on the can so that we can see the chat.
Yeah, not the garbage can that we're using for.
No, the cans. The cans. Cans. Set it on the can.
Can you
do
the can?
No, you cannot do the can.
We can do the can.
I was gonna say, if you could zoom in. Oh man,
not fold.
This is so hot.
We have the greatest.
I think it is like, it's not just hot, it's like hot mess. Wow. Oh no.
I'm sorry, the laptop is a crap top. It's kind of slow.
Next time we'll put it there. That'll be a better place.
All right.
Hold on. Make sure we get up on the microphones. Yeah, on the microphones. And we can get into the episode. Just a little. Are you fucking ready? What? You got to start tucking your penis between your legs and being like, "You ready to do the show? I do the show."
Goodbye, horses.
No, that really would.
I'm
That
flying
should
over you.
be. That should be the music to end the show on.
Oh, yeah, when we do our last episode. Welcome, everyone, to the next episode of the Foally of Man. My name is Chris, and with me here today,
Robert.
And today we're going to be looking at Project Horizons Chapter 3. We got to play this in?
No, I'm doing a slow clap.
Okay. Is unaware. I wouldn't admit to be drinking if I were you, being you drove up here, but we are a duo of Brony and Not.
Yeah.
Everyone laugh at him. He's the outcast here.
You know, I would say that we have fans that aren't Bronies, but we absolutely don't. Why the hell would you be watching this if you weren't a Brony?
Yeah. So, we are looking at a series of fan fictions, which are crossovers currently of My Little Pony and Fallout. A blending, if you would. Now, we're trying to get to the understanding of what works, what doesn't, and do these stories hold up? We're looking at a book called Project Horizons, which is the most controversial, divisive, and well-known spin-offs to the original Fallout Equestria.
Seems to be a love it or you hate it kind of story.
Yes, there's not much in between. So,
yeah, nobody's particularly lukewarm to Project Horizons.
No.
So, the way we like to structure things, as we always do, is to get into a little bit of a synopsis of Chapter 3 for those who have read the story before, haven't read the story before. Obviously, spoilers. There's no way that we could do this without spoilers.
It has to be spoilers.
I mean, we don't talk about things that happen after this chapter, but there's it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
So we join Blackjack.
Yeah.
P21 and Scoodle, and then two other ponies that I don't remember their names.
One is Boing.
Okay.
And I do not remember the other one.
That's right. So these little kids that are out surviving in the wasteland, murdering and shooting and killing. And basically, we come across a rad hog.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, is it already dead when they come across it?
No, they start
kill
shooting
it. They kill it. That's right.
And start harvesting it.
And yeah, Blackjack is just so upset looking at these children just cut this thing up.
Well, you know what they say. Kill the pig.
Make him bleed.
Make him bleed.
Yeah. Wow, we've made a reference to Silence of the Lambs as well as Lord of the Flies. So it's going to be a heavy ride tonight, y'all. Oh, hello, Mimizinga. All right. So, yeah. So they're carving out meat and Blackjack. It's all these jacks. And I'm really hungry. So, a bowl of Applejacks just sounds great.
Yeah.
Anyway, actually, in the world of My Little Pony, Applejacks would probably be a very popular cereal.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they're carving off pieces of the rad hog. Blackjack is just horrified at them cutting it up. And it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, what? Rad hog tastes great.
It's good eating.
It's good eating. And of course, we're reminded that Blackjack comes from a society that is vegetarian.
Yep.
Doesn't eat meat and thinks that eating meat is barbaric.
Yep.
Moving on. Blackjack is also
We're not going to think about that too much, are we?
Blackjack is still also wrapped up in all of her mummy wraps from basically being blown up in the previous chapter.
Yeah, blown up and shot.
Yeah, covered in magical, because when we don't know how else to describe something, we just put magical in front of it.
If it works, it's magical.
Yeah. So moving on from there, we reach an area that is full of boons.
The Bone Yard.
Yeah, the Bone Zone. It is the Bone Zone. And they do kind of get boned, but we'll get into that in a minute. Where they hit is a stretch of road that is between Manhattan and... No. Yes?
Huffington.
All right.
Hoof.
The hoof. That's right.
Core
is the core is different. The core is where...
The core is the center of the hoof.
That's right. But anyway, so between the hoof and Manhattan. And basically what happened is when the bomb dropped in Manhattan, everyone fled Manhattan for the hoof. When the bomb dropped in the hoof, everyone in the hoof fled for Manhattan. And thousands of ponies met in the middle and died. And as we find out, ghoulified.
Some.
But the
Most
rest
are dead.
But it's basically just a giant pile of bones. And there's all these resources. There's cars, there's military vehicles, there's all the remains of all the ponies that died in that incident. And Scoodle and Boing and the other one that we don't remember, doesn't matter, the children the Cutie Mark Crusaders,
Mhm.
basically say, like, don't touch anything. It's super dangerous here. And Blackjack is like, well, my EFS is saying that there ain't nothing here, and I think you're liars.
And as a stable pony, I am clearly the elite one here.
And yeah, and P21, who Blackjack had already said, you know these things better than I do, making these decisions. P21 says, yeah, don't touch anything. Listen to what the kids say. And she's like,
all these things which are bringing forth temptation. And
Yeah.
in reality, temptation never hurt anyone.
interesting.
Ever.
Interesting. So, anyways, Blackjack reaches into a pile trying to fish out an ammo box, and underneath that ammo box is a ghoul pony. So we are introduced to for the very first time in this story.
Mhm.
Have not come across them, don't know what they are. And one of the first things Blackjack comments on is not only do they look like they're cooked, like she says, they look like they've been cooked, but they stink of rotting, fetid, ancient, nasty death. They
Yeah.
just reek. And it's one of the things that we never really talk about in the Fallout games. Obviously, they have to smell like death.
Yeah, and the areas they reside in would smell like fetid human flesh, which is the most awful thing.
Which makes the very idea that you can date and fuck a ghoul in Fallout 4.
And
How?
And well, you can't date it, but you can definitely. I think you can actually fuck it in New Vegas.
Right.
Yeah,
Gross.
gross.
Like, really. And that's one of those things we've mentioned before. It is not a playable class. Well, it's because of you have a protagonist that their story is already set.
Technically,
in all the
Fallout 4
games.
would have worked.
Wouldn't it? You have no backstory.
Yeah, you can be anyone. You can assume the role of anyone in the world.
Right. And I know all the games are designed that, well, you can be anybody you want. Unless you want to complete the main storyline, then you have to be somebody.
Yeah.
You have to follow what your character's storyline was.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one thing. Think about any other RPG out there. I mean, well,
There are a few. There are a few that actually do.
So Skyrim has a main storyline, but you could be anybody before that, and you can be anybody during.
Skyrim actually does have a line. I don't remember where it was, where a character asks you about your parents, and you have to answer like, maybe, somewhat.
Yeah. But anyways, like, why would like becoming a ghoul should be something like, I know there's perks that allow you to get some of the benefits of what a ghoul has.
Yeah.
But a ghoul really should be a playable class, and people should treat you differently because of it.
Yeah. Being an outcast.
Because you nasty.
Yeah. Knights of the
Nasty.
Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2 are definitely ones where you have to you do have to fit into a role eventually. Now you can be anyone within that role, but you're still bound to a character.
Right. So the ghoulish horde is summoned, and it attacks them. And of course, they're all like, oh shit, we're dying, because there's all these things that want to kill us.
Yep.
And of course, Scootle is an amazing marksman. Marks Philly, Marks whatever.
Mark Squan.
And she is headshot. She's waiting until she has the right shot to not waste rounds, but also make a headshot that puts down the ghoul. The only problem is there's too many of them. And one ghoul grabs her by her front, and another ghoul grabs her by her hind haunches.
And we're going back to Pink Eyes for half a second.
Yeah. And we play tug of war with Scootle.
And you know what? It's actually one of those tug of wars where both the ponies pulling win and the rope loses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Scootle's dead, ripped in half, intestines everywhere. And Blackjack, seeing all of this,
knocks into Sats strategically, but then realizes she's staring at this moment in time in extraordinary slow motion and having to watch the viscera and the reality of her own actions as a greedy pony.
Mm-hmm. Even though she was instructed not to. It's kind of like the Cave of Wonders in Aladdin. It's exactly like that, but with less disemboweling.
Yeah, well, it's a classic story narrative. It's don't touch the things.
Forbidden fruit.
Don't touch the forbidden fruit. What did she do?
Yeah, goes all the way back to Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but enough about... excuse me.
No.
Enough about Bible references in this story. So that's bad. And from one of the piles of bones steps forward a brightly glowing ghoul, a glowing one, as it were, who says out, Tiara, darling, is that you, dear?
Tiara.
And they had loosely referenced Tiara earlier. The children had.
Yeah.
but we don't know what it means.
They called her Tiara.
Tiara.
Because she calls out Tiara.
Tiara. Now, Blackjack, in a moment of quiet brilliance, but also lacking any other choice, decides to play along with this glowing one ghoul. And the reason for it is all the other ghouls seem to be afraid of the glowing one.
Yeah.
They back away. They don't want to be near the glowing one. And so she communicates and she says, I'll just roll the dice here. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Tiara's here. And then the glowing one walks up and is fetching. But is it's so good to see you, and she's like, well, what's going on? Blackjack says, what's wrong? And it says, oh, I have all these requests for
stable entrances,
for
and I don't have my
stable,
glasses.
and I don't have my glasses, right?
My glasses.
And then upon further inspection, Blackjack realizes that her glasses are literally melted to her face. The glass and the metal are melted to her face because she got exploded.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also some reference to baking.
Yeah.
Comes up. But
let it be known, however, that the pony in front of us is not as hot as Kathy Ireland, so the reference does not hold up.
Right. So anyway, Blackjack's radiation meter is like beginning to steadily tick up. One, it's already warning her. Her Geiger counter is warning her, like, hey, this is not good.
Yeah, we're Geigering out
this
right
is
now.
bad. But her safe rad level is tipping up into like yellow and then, of course, red.
Yeah.
Being super bad. But anyways, she is trying to guess. She knows she needs to guess the name of this ghoul pony, this glowing one. And so she looks literally at a pile of garbage, draws upon her luck, which apparently must be higher than we realize, and guesses, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you at first, Spoon.
Spoon.
And then we find out that her name truly and legitimately is Silver Spoon.
Yep.
Silver Spoon.
You'd never have guessed.
So a nice little pull.
Most others would.
Does that name mean anything?
Actually, it's a reference in two parts. But let's finish off the chapter first.
Okay. All right. So she politely asks Silver Spoon but I have to run. I have to run.
Mm-hmm.
Could you please tell your ghoul friends to leave us alone, make a path? And she says, oh, yes, of course. And she's like, you leave them alone. You go away. Shoo. And then they very quickly, take off and do their thing. And then the ghoul pony immediately goes, Tiara,
where are you?
Hence now.
Finish the chapter.
All right. So we're moving on because she murdered a pony. Decision she led to the death of a little filly, as you would. And she notices that when they reach a stopping point, that the two other fillies, the filly and the colt, have wandered off.
Yeah.
They are not a opportunity. They left.
Yep.
And of course, P21 is like, no, they left some time ago. And then she starts beating herself up. And P21 is like, yeah, you fucked up.
Congratulations.
You did real bad. You're an idiot. But you're not doing anybody good sulking.
Stop being a mopey pony.
Yeah.
Stand up. Let's keep moving.
Yep. And then we actually happen across Watcher. Watcher shows up and checks in again. And he's basically, Blackjack is all destitute, just laying there like wallowing in self-pity. And he's like, so is this where the waistline breaks you?
Yeah.
Is this where you give up? And then she says, but I fucked up. And he said, well, look at it this way. Your fuck up only killed one little filly. And I've known ponies whose fuck ups killed millions.
Yeah.
And then Blackjack says,
I wonder who Watcher could be.
Yeah, I know. Blackjack says, have any of your fuck ups led to someone dying? And he says, yeah. And she says, did any of them not deserve to die?
Me.
Oh, come on. We need to
continue.
I know. Do any of them not deserve to die? And there's silence, which basically tells you that the answer is yes. But anyways, Blackjack is trying to figure out what to do next. And she says, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with the remorse? And Watcher says that what you have to do is dedicate the rest of your life to doing good and hoping that at the end of the day that the scale is weighed in your favor and that your life has been enough to go beyond the bad that you've done.
Yeah.
But he talks about it as in regards to the one event, but we know Blackjack's going to do even more fucked up shit the rest of the story. That's how these stories go. You're going to do a lot of bad things. You're going to become what you hate.
Yeah.
So, and if Blackjack is making dumbass moves like this now, I don't see that getting any better, personally. So, we come across a little place. Blackjack is dying of radiation poisoning. P21 is like, hey, man, maybe we can go over to this place over here. Maybe they'll have some right away. That's not how he sounds. P21's actually better in this chapter.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, it is defended by radigators, and Blackjack is like, what the fuck are those?
Yeah.
But then also laments like, well, I'm sure if I cut a piece off of them and stuck them in my inventory, it would tell me exactly what they are. The other thing I thought that was really funny is that as Blackjack mended her gun earlier, the little kid's teacher rate went up.
Yeah.
And it's like, how does it know this stuff? As I'm sure she'll continue to find out moving forward. But anyways, P21 is like, let me sneak over there and I'll do it. And Blackjack is like, no, I did this. I need to save my own life. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a proud independent pony who don't need no P21. Yeah.
She didn't have anything.
Can you snap?
She snapped without fingers. She just snapped.
She clops. Oh, that's a verboten term, right? No, she didn't clop.
Yeah, no.
This is a no clopping zone. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So, but P21's like, you're being foolish. I'll just sneak over there. And Blackjack is thinking, well, there could be way more radigators than I can see because she thinks there's just 3, but there could be more. So now she doesn't trust her EFS because ghouls showed up where they weren't before. But to get the party started, she takes a shot at one of the radigators, which obviously pisses them off. And so they go on the offensive, and it forces P21 to retreat because he have no weapons. He kind of no fight. And but she does. She kills the radigators. She spends all of the ammunition.
And another one said.
All of the ammunition. It's getting all mood lighty in here. Yeah. This is what happens when you buy cheap Chinese lights.
Can't find any others. There were no other lights to be had.
I know. Maybe I should turn that off so it doesn't keep pumping juice into it.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. We don't need it to explode.
Kaboom! Anyways, all right. So she defeats the radigators, uses all the ammunition that she has, and P21 is able to get her the radaway that she needs that we find out has an orangey taste.
Yeah.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so lastly, there's kind of a conversation between P21 and Blackjack about what they want to do, what they would have done had they been given any choice in their life.
Yep.
And Blackjack reveals that she had no flipping clue. She just always thought she'd have to be a security pony. She'd never thought about what really having a different job would be. P21 kind of puts into perspective that, you kind of had it easy.
Yeah.
Because you're keeping, security, and security's kind of a cushy job.
It really is.
90% of the time. The ponies who are killing themselves.
They also kind of have a moment where P21 kind of just says, kind of thanks Blackjack in a way, in the only way that I guess P21 can.
Right, for saving his life.
Yeah, for saving his life.
He said you were the best guard in stable whatever.
Yeah, stable 99 because you actually stopped them from killing me. And you let the psycho raider cyborg
out of the stable.
Yep.
But we also find out what P21 wanted to do. In fact, he was actively trying to make it happen, which is even more surprising. And that is he wanted to be a teacher.
Yep.
That if he could choose anything. And he was secretly learning a whole bunch of stuff from duct tape.
Yep.
But when he talked to the overmare about allowing him to do both jobs, to be, fuckboy and teacher, she said that he could only teach sex education to the other colts. Yeah, cold blood.
Wrong.
What?
Wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's the end of the chapter.
That's the end of the chapter.
All right, catch me up to.
Okay, so there was a line that I'm sure you may have glanced over or forgotten, where Tiara or where Silver Spoon says, "How is your job at the prison?" Tiara is actually from the show, but from Fallout, Equestria.
Mm.
She is the mare that we find in Shattered Hoof, the one who was locked in the bathroom who kills herself with the audio recording. You hid in the bathroom when Shattered Hoof went into lockdown.
Tiara is? Gotcha.
Diamond Tiara, that's her. They're the wealthy elite class, and her true calling in life didn't have her cutie mark. They continuously, bullied her for not having a cutie mark. And so she teamed up with the 2 other cutie markless girls in class, who were Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo.
Interesting. You know, it's more interesting than that.
What? Literally anything?
Walk with me, if you will, of a friend that you haven't seen in years. It's like a leather-bound buddy. Well, actually, that sounds awful. I'm talking about a book. Not talking about anything else. You know what? We don't need
Maybe if Alexandria wasn't a bad thing. Maybe
if it was
we're all better off.
If it was full of leather buddies, we might have been better off. You know what? Enough with the fucking metaphors.
All right,
Chris. Hit us. Hi, Christopher. Hit us, buddy, with that pony pun of the week.
What does Twist celebrate during the holiday season but Hanukkah?
Hanukkah. So, Chris, I have a question.
Yes.
Is Twist a stereotypically
Jewish pony? Yes.
Great. Just great.
I already referenced Twist as hysterically Jewish before on the show.
Just great.
Because she's very pale. She has very pale coat, red curly hair, and a lispy voice.
Nasally
lispy voice.
Oh boy. Well, that's
I'm like, I saw the character and I'm like, you have got to be joking.
kidding me. Quick change of pace. Last place says leather-bound. Are we talking about the book from the Evil Dead? A Chronomicon. That's right. That's a bonus pony pun of the week.
We already made that one.
I know, but it's still a bony. I have to shit and shat on everything I do.
Yes.
You are such a killjoy.
I am the straight man.
Chris is like, hey, look at this joy. Wham!
I'm the bad cop. I'm the straight man. That's how it works. Also, that was bound in human skin.
Yeah,
not horse leather.
Human flesh.
Yes.
The Necronomicon. Platu Verata. Yeah, it's that last part that you really got to know.
Yeah, I actually at work I said I had mentioned human parchment and no one knew what I meant by that, and I was like, "What's wrong with you people?"
We have a mutual friend of ours who's into all sorts of cooking and crafting and making. If anything can be made by hand, he makes something by hand. And I made this joke with our other friend coming over to the house, and he's in the middle of like tanning leather, just like on the wall in the living room. On the wall. Don't mind me, just tanning my own leather. Oh, where'd you get the? Oh God, my.
Oh, don't worry, it'll grow back.
Oh no, it does not.
Oh, don't worry, ribs grow back. Yes, I don't.
So we've covered the pony pun of the week. We have had our first episode, the second Wednesday of the even-numbered months in the odd-numbered years, specifically when we record.
What he means to say is that our schedule is fucked.
Yeah, man. We work all the time and we have no money.
Yeah.
I don't even have any
right now I'm like 60 hours a week. So when do we do this?
I know. And then it's like, hey man, you want to do something? And you're like, nah, dog.
I gotta work.
I want to die.
I gotta make some money to pay for the stupid light bulbs that keep breaking.
Como sai?
Which means the next episode, that was
why you no making no dinner. A nice red sauce. I know, God. Well, to all of our Italian American friends, I apologize.
That's okay. I saw panettone at our
panettone
at a grocery store once. Does that? I think that makes me kind of
ragu, prego, spaghetti.
Somebody touching my spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. You know, there's got to be one weirdo on the Discord, which you should all be following us. Discord in the comments below, or if you're listening to the audio version, in the description of the show, come check out our Discord. It's a lot of fun. We talk about a bunch of insane foolishness. But it is really upsetting.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Upsetting that nobody's asked, or upsetting if we made it?
What's even weirder is that people like jerk off to that stuff. I mean, you can jerk off to anything. Well, I can't jerk off to anything. You can jerk off to anything.
The Italian accent you make is...
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Well, it's not really an Italian accent.
No,
it's more
it's
of
a fake...
stereotypical Italian American.
Was Italian New Yorker.
Yeah.
Which is a very distinct accent. Even though it's very popularized, it is very distinct.
Yeah.
I have met one person who actually has an Italian American accent, and it's not nearly as strong as they make it out
Think like
to
a
be.
Mario brother if he said anything more than wahoo.
I'm a Mario, and this is my brother, Luigi Mario.
Let's go.
Nobody's going to talk about that movie. Nobody wants to talk about that movie.
Speaking of, since we have a Discord server, we also have another server.
Which is coming up. It's currently the laptop that we're streaming off of, so I have to turn off all the server stuff.
Currently, all that it has on it is
Minecraft and Factorio.
Oh, you have Factorio running?
I have
Are
Factorio
people
running.
playing Factorio?
I haven't been. I haven't been playing anything. I work all the time. I think I once played 15 minutes of the new Master Chief Collection, Halo Reach.
Mime Zinga says he loves our Italian accent.
Oh,
I guess we'll just need to add more of that hot, offensive accent action for you, my friend.
yeah. I also do want to say that I apologize. This is kind of the blue for him.
Are we going to do this every
No,
episode?
Okay,
not
for that.
Okay.
Not for that.
Oh, God, you're not coming out of the closet. Please don't
no,
tell me you come out.
Why would I apologize for that? I would just bust out.
Yeah.
Right on stream. Just unzip and just
Whoa.
fly out.
Oh, my God. Why is there a pom-pom on it? Looks like a Muppet.
No, I was talking to I talked to Somber and K-Cat, and I realized that I've been a little bit hard on the characters as far as like their motivations and who they are, and kind of just talking shit about the characters a little bit unfairly. So I'm going to try to keep a little bit more of an upbeat attitude.
What you're saying is that they got to him.
Yeah,
You're not getting his true, unfiltered, honest opinion. You can't trust it.
no,
You can only trust me. Trust in me. What I'm saying is that Chris is fake news. He's been bought out.
yeah, by
Because you know them. Because you know the authors.
by Big K-Cat. I've been bought.
Oh
out
my
by
God,
Big
yeah,
K-Cat.
not Big Pharma, Big K-Cat. K-Cat's like, you're being mean. I don't know what she sounds like. Nobody knows.
Why does K-Cat sound like a even more heavily effeminate middle North Carolina drag queen?
Maybe that's my truth. Maybe that's how I
Listen,
envision K-Cat.
sister.
It's a story about ponies. Have a good time, okay?
Okay.
Man, jeez.
We're breaking into the valley.
You know what? I'm sorry if you put a lot of work into something and I shat on it. But I'm not going to stop.
Nope.
If there's something I see that I don't like, I'm going to say it.
No, it's just because I've been through it before, and so I have this like more sardonic perspective of it now because I've lost.
So you're saying that there's things you know about these characters later on that is coloring the way you're seeing them now.
Like Velvet Remedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. If a character is kind of shitty, I don't care about like I get it. P21 is supposed to grow on us, but we're like, if you automatically
way better in this chapter.
automatically like him, I don't think you should automatically like him in the first two chapters.
No, he's not set up to be that way, I'm afraid. So
bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back.
Mime Zinga says, if nobody talks about not sure about your work, you probably are Joseph Stalin. Wow.
Or a little more apropos for Mime Zinga, potentially Mussolini.
I was gonna go with shellfish mixed drink, muscatini.
A muscatini. Gross, disgusting. So, any questions? Anybody have any questions for us? I'm a Cancer. Actually, what are you? What are you? Pisces or some shit?
Aquarius.
Mm-hmm. It is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's cool. You're such an Aquarius.
Yeah, I am.
But what's your moon sign, Chris? What's your moon sign?
I believe it's I don't fucking know. Yeah, there we go.
Can I share a story? A personal story?
Sure. We already did the pony pun, so I have no idea where we're going with this.
I don't know. You know what? I'll just say. My mother recently said in passing conversation that she was not religious, that she was spiritual, which I love. I think it's hilarious. I love it when people say that they're not religious, but they're spiritual, because it doesn't mean anything.
No.
It's just garbage. My sister, who is an evil villain, a genius, said, "Oh, well, what do I buy on the birthday for somebody who's spiritual but not religious?"
By the way, this stream's not for children.
No. So, what do you get for the woman who has everything, who's but is spiritual and not religious?
You do?
So my sister surprised my mother for her birthday. Speaking of lunar energy, with vaginal crystals shaped like eggs that you charge with lunar energy to realign your chakras.
We're not going to talk about the fact that your sister got your mother a sex toy.
It's not a sex toy. It's for Kegels. It's like it's sexercise. It's a sexercise device.
They're called Benoit balls.
And we just can't stop joking about it, because we keep telling her, like, well, the nice thing about them is that when you've run out of charge, they're very green. You have to wait till full moon and put those suckers outside, and then boom, bam, energize that chakra. So this same group of people, we'll have to tell more family stories here soon.
We will, because
this
is perfectly on par, because it's not intentional. It's literally the fact that they were completely undermining your mother's attempts to be serious,
honest. Yeah, no, she was being very
like taking a huge shit on it. That's what the whole gift was.
And you know what I love is my sister spent real money, real dollars to pesos,
because of course she would. That's what your sister would do.
I am so excited for us to do our Christmas gift exchange this year, because I have such a great idea. I know you're going to come up with a good one too.
Oh God.
So I would love it if y'all leave suggestions in the below for good white elephant, or if y'all are familiar. So white elephant, dirty Santa, or funny Christmas exchange. Everybody has a version of this. Would love to see in the comments below what you think like some good gift ideas would be. If you are watching us on YouTube, check us out. I actually have been uploading the episodes to our podcast, which is foallyofman.libsyn.com, and you can find us in the Google Play Store. You can find us on the iTunes podcast store. You can find us everywhere. But do download it, because one, it's a little bit of a different flavor, but it also helps us. The more downloads we have, it certainly helps. And if you do listen to the audio, come check out our YouTube. Come check out our Discord. Remember, you can email us anytime at cbpbch@gmail.com. Let me slow down again. cbpbch@gmail.com. We have a Facebook page. You can go check it out. We won't be there, but it's there. So it checks a box. And I think that's about it. We will. We will get another episode in before Christmas.
Okay.
We will do it.
Yeah. All we have to do is next week.
I declare we will do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we can ever find any time, Chris and I have some really cool ideas for the channel. And we are super duper excited to share them. And I think y'all will really like it, because maybe we'll be sharing some more funny stories from our families, because there's like bajillions of them. Like, it's just ridiculous. God. This Christmas alone, we are going to have all of the families. You're going to be there. Both sides of my family are going to be there. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be phenomenal. So, anything else to add?
No, I'm actually good. If you guys have any questions, Gordon asked her, and we can get you back to there or follow it up for the next episode.
Yeah. So for Chris, I'm Robert. This has been the Foally of Man, and we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.